Here at Tech Report, we are strong advocates of the digital revolution. We love our tech and laugh at the old school. But every now and then, one of us has a question. This week, it's Mabale on the horns of a dilemma. Is it really better for the planet to go digital? Let's find out.
Save the planet and go digital. Go green, read it on screen. Consider the environment before printing this email. These are just some of the examples of the slogans that have been used to drive consumers away from using less print media and more digital. Those behind these messages have cited carbon footprint reduction as one of the biggest benefits. But is it always better to go digital over paper? The paper story is one we've been familiar with since primary school. The wood from trees is chipped and pulped to make paper. This process locks carbon in the paper and prevents it from being in the atmosphere. And because these are all renewable materials, the paper is easily recyclable.
We definitely don't cripple the environment with paper production. In fact, if the paper industry had not existed for the last 150 years, the temperature of our planet would be half a degree hotter, and there'd be 5% more carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. The reason being that we make paper from trees, and we actually plant those trees to harvest them to make the paper. So we don't kill trees to make paper.
Then there's the digital story, which we've been told has a smaller carbon footprint than paper. However, computers, servers, and digital devices are made from, in most cases, non-renewable materials that require electricity to function. That inevitably means fossil fuels need to be burned to power them. Electronic documents stored in data centers and server rooms generate heat and require air conditioning to regulate temperature, which means more fossil fuels and a bigger carbon footprint. Researchers are only now beginning to study the environmental effects of sending emails, digital data storage, internet searches, and social networking.
Melbourne University has identified that by 2015, it is expected that the infrastructure for sustaining the cloud and data storage in the cloud will utilize up to 43 terawatt hours annually, which will produce 30 megatons of CO2. And to put that into layman's language, that's the equivalent of emissions from 4.9 million cars. That's a lot of CO2 that's being emitted as a direct result of our digital behavior.
So the jury is still out on which is better for the planet, paper or digital. The best we can do is be mindful that both have some effect on our environment.